Hello, my name is Rojas-Lamorena from University of Granada, Spain. I'm going to present Game of Thrones How Much Sex, Violence and Stereotypes Do You Need? At present, the television sector has a great power and influence on the spectator. The appearance of technological and narrative advances has led to the appearance of new channels such as Netflix, modifying consumption habits. These facts have caused a great expansion of television series in recent years. In this graphic, we can see the evolution of the television series by television type, causing the third golden age of television. But why do we choose Game of Thrones? We have chosen Game of Thrones because it is the fourth most watched series in the United States, being the first among premium cable TV channels, which are financed by subscription and not by advertising. Game of Thrones is also important in social networks, reaching 2.6 million interactions during the broadcast of the 7th season. The first element to analyze in this work is violence. Violence regularly appears in the media with increases of 167% at 10 p.m. Violence is commonly used to attract interest in the advertised product. In Game of Thrones, we find violent and constant death of characters and violent conquest, among others. Sexual content also appears regularly in television programs. In this sense, 65% of television programs include some form of sex. Sex is also used to attract viewers, believing that this type of content sells. In Game of Thrones, we find a large number of nudes, rapes, and prostitutes, among others. Attending to the stereotypes, the presence of gender stereotypes is common in the media and facilitate the understanding of the characters. In addition, viewers see those programs that match their own values. In Game of Thrones, we find a patriarchal society in which women are under the control of a man. However, the empowerment of women grows with the advancement of the series. The brands have been generating an experience in the consumer that represents a lifestyle or an aspiration, being essential to position the brand in the mind of the consumer. In this sense, brand equity research has increased in recent years. This content is very important for marketing research and for companies. Brand equity is formed by everything that adds or detracts value for the product, being the proposal of maker the most used. There is little research related to brand equity in the audiovisual sector, but McDowell and Sutherland consider that a high value of the brand equity can be achieved through the attitudinal components. The attribute or element of a product refers to the characteristics that describe and form them. In this sense, consumer perception affects brand preference and choice, contributing to brand equity. In addition, Keller proposed that the attributes of a product are an antecedent of brand equity. Therefore, we can propose the following hypothesis and research model. The perception of violence, sex, and stereotypes affect the brand equity of Game of Thrones through a direct and positive relationship. For the survey, we carry out a scale adaptation using a 7-point Likert multi-item scale. The sample consists of 240 people who are distributed as shown in the table. Later, we perform a confirmatory factor analysis to check the validity and reliability with all of them above the acceptance limits. This research also analyzed the discriminant validity as can be seen in the table. This is the research model proposed with the results. We can see how there is a direct and positive relationship between violence, sex, and stereotype on roles in brand equity, as we propose in the hypothesis. As conclusion, the perception of the spectator regarding the attributes of the television series affect the generation of brand equity, existing a direct and positive relationship. This research has some implication. We consider the existence of the attitudinal and perceptual component of the spectator in the formation of brand equity. On the other hand, television companies will have to assess what elements or attributes include because of the spectator's perception affect the brand equity. As limitations, sample has been obtained through an online survey, which could imply a certain limitation regarding sampling. And for future research, we can include the level of involvement of the audience with the series, because it can affect attitudes. On the other hand, we can make adaptations for the television programs, video games, or books. Thank you for your attention.